So, you're thinking about trying intermittent fasting, or maybe someone close to you is, and you want the full rundown. This guide covers everything you need to know to get started, along with some key details that often get overlooked. Understanding intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting isn't just a diet, it's a pattern of eating that focuses on when you eat rather than what you eat. Popular methods include the 16:8 method and the 5:2 method, rooted in ancient human history. By mimicking ancestral eating patterns, intermittent fasting helps align our eating habits with our biological clock, leading to health benefits like improved metabolic function, hormone regulation, and cellular repair. It may also enhance mental clarity. Importantly, it isn't a one-size-fits-all strategy. Some thrive on it, while others may struggle due to lifestyle, medical conditions, or energy needs. Consult a healthcare provider before starting, especially if you have diabetes, are pregnant, or have a history of disordered eating. Weight loss and metabolism. Intermittent fasting promotes weight loss and boosts metabolism. During fasting, insulin levels drop, encouraging the body to use stored fat for energy and increasing norepinephrine, enhancing metabolic rate. Compared to traditional diets, it may preserve lean muscle mass while promoting fat loss, beneficial for long-term metabolic health. The calorie deficit from shorter eating windows can reduce food intake without meticulous calorie counting. Some studies show it improves insulin sensitivity, helping the body process glucose efficiently and reduce fat storage. Fasting activates autophagy, a cellular cleanup process, reducing inflammation and maintaining metabolic health. People following it often lose belly fat effectively, linked to insulin resistance and cardiovascular disease. However, maintaining a balanced diet during eating periods is crucial to avoid negating fasting benefits. Combining intermittent fasting with nutrient-dense foods and regular physical activity can help achieve sustainable, long-term weight management results. Hormonal benefits. Intermittent fasting influences hormone levels, supporting health, weight control, and longevity. It decreases insulin levels, allowing fat burning and improving insulin sensitivity, reducing type 2 diabetes risk. It affects human growth hormone, HGH, increasing it up to 5-fold during fasting, crucial for muscle growth, fat metabolism, and cellular repair. Men may see better muscle retention, while women may experience improved fat distribution. Fasting balances ghrelin and leptin, hunger and satiety hormones, leading to reduced cravings and better appetite control. It also improves brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, levels, supporting brain health and reducing neurodegenerative disease risk. In women, hormonal responses to fasting can be sensitive. Extended fasting may interfere with menstrual cycles or fertility, so shorter fasting windows are recommended, adjusting based on body feedback. Consult a healthcare provider for concerns. Improved brain function. Intermittent fasting has powerful effects on the brain. During fasting, the body shifts from glucose to ketones for fuel, a more efficient energy source for the brain, linked to improved cognitive performance and mental clarity. Fasting boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, supporting neuron growth and protection. Higher BDNF levels improve memory, mood, and resistance to diseases like Alzheimer's. Fasting reduces oxidative stress and inflammation, delaying neurodegenerative conditions by supporting mitochondrial health. Intermittent fasting may enhance creativity and thinking due to neuroprotective processes. It's crucial to maintain essential nutrients during eating periods, especially healthy fats, antioxidants, and B vitamins. Combining fasting with a brain-boosting diet amplifies cognitive benefits. Fasting stimulates cellular repair and may extend lifespan through autophagy, breaking down damaged proteins and organelles. This reduces chronic disease risk and improves cellular efficiency. Animal studies show lifespan extension, and early human studies suggest enhanced mitochondrial function. Fasting lowers insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, linked to aging and cancer risk, promoting longevity pathways and DNA protection. It maintains stem cell regeneration, keeping tissues youthful. Pairing fasting with a whole food diet rich in antioxidants and fiber optimizes these effects. Intermittent fasting regulates blood sugar and supports heart health by reducing insulin resistance, lowering fasting glucose, and improving carbohydrate response. It benefits those at risk of type 2 diabetes, decreasing hemoglobin A1C, triglycerides, and inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. Fasting reduces LDL cholesterol, lowers blood pressure, and improves arterial function, reducing heart disease risk. It regulates leptin levels, influencing blood pressure and vascular health. Fasting promotes fat loss, particularly visceral fat, linked to heart disease and insulin resistance. Intermittent fasting may improve HDL cholesterol and decrease oxidative stress in blood vessels, preventing plaque buildup. For metabolic syndrome or prediabetes, fasting is a powerful intervention. A heart-healthy diet during eating windows maximizes cardiovascular benefits. Fasting reduces inflammation markers, addressing chronic inflammation linked to diseases like arthritis and cancer. It allows the body to focus on repair, reducing oxidative stress and pro-inflammatory cytokines. Fasting balances the gut microbiome, supporting immune function and reducing inflammation. Furthermore, it reduces levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a major marker of chronic inflammation linked to heart disease and autoimmune conditions. Intermittent fasting may also improve symptoms in people with inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, or asthma by reducing immune system overactivation. On a cellular level, fasting suppresses the mTOR pathway and activates AMPK, two key regulators of inflammation and aging. These shifts can help your body become more resilient to stress, both physical and environmental. For those seeking natural ways to reduce inflammation, intermittent fasting, combined with anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, turmeric, fatty fish, and berries, can be a game-changing strategy. Starting intermittent fasting can feel intimidating, but with the right approach, it can become a sustainable and empowering lifestyle. The key is to start gradually. If you're new to fasting, consider easing in with a 12-12 schedule, 12 hours of eating followed by 12 hours of fasting. Then gradually increase to 14-10 or 16-8 as your body adapts. Choose a fasting window that aligns with your lifestyle. For example, if you're not a breakfast person, delaying your first meal until noon may feel natural. During fasting periods, it's essential to stay hydrated. Water, herbal teas, and black coffee are generally allowed and can help curb hunger. In your eating window, focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, fiber-rich vegetables, and low-glycemic carbohydrates. Avoid processed foods and sugary snacks, which can spike insulin and undo the benefits of fasting. Listen to your body. Some days you may need to adjust based on activity levels or stress. Consistency is key, but perfection isn't necessary. Missing a day or adjusting your window doesn't mean you've failed. Long-term success with IF is about creating a flexible, sustainable rhythm that supports your health and lifestyle goals. Consider tracking your progress with a journal or app, and surround yourself with supportive resources or communities for motivation and accountability. While intermittent fasting offers many benefits, it's not suitable for everyone. People with certain health conditions or life stages should approach fasting with caution or avoid it altogether. For example, pregnant or breastfeeding women need consistent calorie and nutrient intake to support their baby's development and milk production. Fasting could compromise both. Children and teenagers are also not ideal candidates, as they are still growing and need steady energy and nutrients throughout the day. Individuals with a history of eating disorders, such as anorexia or bulimia, may find that fasting triggers unhealthy behaviors or thought patterns. Likewise, those with very low body weight or malnutrition should avoid fasting unless supervised by a medical professional. People with diabetes, especially those on insulin or glucose-lowering medications, must be cautious, as fasting can cause dangerous drops in blood sugar, hypoglycemia. Older adults or those with chronic illnesses should also consult a doctor before starting intermittent fasting, as nutritional needs can be more delicate in these populations. Additionally, individuals under high physical or emotional stress, or with thyroid or adrenal disorders, may find that fasting worsens fatigue or hormone imbalances. Lastly, if fasting leads to persistent dizziness, mood swings, or irregular heartbeats, it's a sign to reevaluate. The bottom line? While if can be powerful, it's not one size fits all. Always listen to your body and consult a healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes. Combining intermittent fasting with exercise can amplify fat loss and improve metabolic health, but timing is crucial. Exercising in a fasted state may enhance fat oxidation and improve insulin sensitivity. However, some people feel weak or dizzy if they train without eating, especially during high-intensity workouts. It's essential to listen to your body and adjust accordingly. Many find success by doing light cardio or strength training at the end of a fast, and then breaking the fast shortly after. For muscle maintenance and recovery, consuming enough protein and calories during your eating window is vital. Hydration also plays a significant role. Drink plenty of water before and after exercise. If you're doing intense training or endurance sports, a modified approach like the 14-10 method may be more sustainable than longer fasts. Intermittent fasting can complement fitness goals if tailored to your body and routine. Autophagy is a natural cellular process that intermittent fasting helps trigger, and it's often described as the body's internal recycling system. When you fast, your insulin levels drop and your cells switch from storing energy to repair mode. During autophagy, old or damaged cells and proteins are broken down and reused, which may protect against aging, cancer, and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. This process typically starts after 12 to 16 hours of fasting and intensifies the longer the fast continues. While research is still ongoing, studies in animals show promising results, and human studies suggest autophagy may contribute to better metabolic health. Fasting mimics the conditions that promote autophagy naturally, without the need for extreme calorie restriction. However, balance is key. Chronic undereating or prolonged fasting without medical supervision can disrupt essential body functions. Intermittent fasting and mental clarity. Many people report improved focus, mental clarity, and reduced brain fog during intermittent fasting. This may be linked to more stable blood sugar levels, reduced inflammation, and the increase in ketones. Without constant digestion, your body diverts energy to cognitive processes. Fasting also increases levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports neuron growth and protects against age-related cognitive decline. While fasting might cause initial irritability or fatigue, once your body adapts, mental sharpness can actually improve. For individuals with demanding mental tasks or creative work, intermittent fasting can be a useful tool. It's important, however, to stay hydrated and eat nutrient-dense meals during your eating window to fuel brain function long-term. How intermittent fasting affects hormones. Fasting has profound effects on hormone regulation. Insulin drops significantly during fasting, which allows your body to access stored fat more efficiently. Growth hormone levels can rise dramatically, supporting muscle maintenance and fat metabolism. Leptin, the hormone that signals satiety, becomes more sensitive with fasting, which may help control appetite. For women, fasting needs to be approached with more caution, as hormone fluctuations during the menstrual cycle can make longer fasts stressful. Some women may benefit from shorter fasting windows, like 12-12 or 14-10. Thyroid function can also be influenced by prolonged fasting, so it's important to monitor symptoms and work with a healthcare provider if you have underlying conditions. Overall, intermittent fasting supports hormonal balance when done mindfully and paired with proper nutrition. Breaking a fast the right way, how you break your fast matters just as much as the fast itself. After hours of rest, your digestive system is more sensitive, so introducing gentle, nutrient-rich foods can help avoid bloating or discomfort. Start with something light such as bone broth, a boiled egg, or a handful of nuts. Then transition into a balanced meal with lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich carbohydrates. Avoid heavy, greasy, or processed foods immediately after fasting, as they can cause blood sugar spikes or digestive upset. Drinking water before your first meal can help prepare the stomach and prevent overeating. Some people find apple cider vinegar diluted in water helps with digestion as well. Consider breaking your fast slowly, especially after longer fasts, to support gut health and metabolic balance. The goal is to nourish your body without overwhelming it. The role of sleep in intermittent fasting. Sleep and intermittent fasting are deeply interconnected. Quality sleep supports hormone regulation, especially cortisol, insulin, and growth hormone, all of which are key players in metabolism and appetite. Fasting can help regulate circadian rhythms, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up consistently. For example, avoiding late-night eating reduces the risk of insulin resistance and allows the body to fully rest and repair overnight. However, poor sleep or overly restrictive fasting can backfire, increasing stress hormones and cravings the next day. People new to fasting may experience disrupted sleep temporarily due to changes in blood sugar or hunger hormones. This often improves as the body adapts. To support restful sleep while fasting, avoid caffeine late in the day, maintain a consistent eating window, and ensure you're consuming enough calories and nutrients during your feeding periods. When aligned properly, sleep and fasting work together to enhance both metabolic and overall health. Fasting and blood sugar control. Intermittent fasting can significantly improve blood sugar levels and insulin sensitivity, especially in those with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. When you fast, your body gets a break from the constant demand to process glucose, allowing insulin levels to drop and fat stores to be used for energy.